There's been a ton of chatter about prequels and sequels to Sinners, so if I had to do it, this is what I would do. I'd go with the prequel about Smoke and Stack's time in Chicago with Al Capone. I'd call it The Devil's Tune, which will make sense later. And I made this poster on ChatGPT, which came out pretty cool. So first things first, I need Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan, both of them. Without them, not happening. Now for Al Capone, I'd cast Stephen Graham, who actually played Al Capone on HBO's Boardwalk Empire. And he's been absolutely on fire lately with shows like 1,000 Blows and Adolescence. And since both of the guys are away from their love interests, I need a new one. So I think it would be super cool if Lupita Nyong'o was Stack's love interest. In Sinners takes place in 1932, and Smoke and Stack were in Chicago for 7 years, which means this prequel has to take place sometime between 1925 and 1932. And I thought music was the best part of Sinners, so this one definitely has to have a huge emphasis on music too. So I looked up what kind of music was popular in 1920 Chicago, and it was jazz. And at the time, jazz wasn't received too well. It was known as the devil's music, and it was all about defiance and improvisation. So just like how Sinners has these deep musical themes, I think this one could too, and it could explore the impact of jazz music on African-American culture, and also have those themes of improvisation and defiance in the characters. And this is where the title, The Devil's Tune, comes from. Okay, so now onto the plot. What would this be about? So Capone, back in the day, ran bootlegging schemes, he ran girls, and he also had gambling operations. So I think the coolest thing would be for Smoke and Stack to run one of Capone's gambling dens or speakeasies. In my mind, I'm thinking of Smoke and Stack being like badass pit bosses, kind of giving off the same vibe as De Niro in Casino. And then at the speakeasy, Stack falls in love with one of Capone's high-end escorts who's played by Lupita Nyong'o. Then one night, one of Capone's guys gets super rough with Lupita Nyong'o. Stack finds out, he takes the guy out, and then he enlists the help of Smoke to go bury the body. And they need a fall guy, so they go to Capone and they tell him that it was someone from a rival Irish gang that took out this guy. Capone's pissed and he wants revenge, and he knows where that Irish guy's gonna be in a few days, so he organizes a hit. Smoke and Stack realize shit's hitting the fan and there's going to be a war coming, so they got to get out of Chicago, disappear, but they need money first. So here's where I think we can get this really cool scene of them skimming off the gambling den or speakeasy and kind of have like an Ocean's 11 type vibe. And then on the day where they know the location of the Irish guys, Smoke and Stack and some of Capone's guys go, they execute them. Smoke and Stack take out all the Irish guys, and then they turn on Capone's guys and take them out too. They want to disappear without a trace, so they got to get rid of all witnesses. And then they also steal a bunch of money from the Irish gang too. And this is a big detail because in Sinners, Mary realizes that the twins stole from both the Irish and the Italians or Capone. And this backstory sets things up in a way where they steal from both of them. And it perfectly leads into Sinners because this is how they got the money to buy the juke. And this is just going to be a straight up gangster movie without any supernatural elements like Sinners. Because in Sinners, I believe it's Smoke who says he hasn't seen any magic in his life, so it wouldn't really make sense to put supernatural elements in this. So there you go. That's The Devil's Tune. Let me know what you think.